It's being called the new norm, but depressing scenes like this are far from normal in the south of France. The Garonne River, which runs through France's fourth largest city, Toulouse, is quickly drying up as the worst drought to hit France since 1958 is showing no sign of lifting.
The water here is not only used by the wildlife, such as birds and the fish, but also by us. 1 million people drink water from the Garonne. Farmers use the water for their crops, and water is also used to create electricity, so it's vital for us.
I've been living here for 20 years. I have never seen the river level so low, and that is after some extra water was released from reservoirs. It's scary to think that without that, water levels would be even lower.
Water restrictions remain in place across much of France, with outdoor spaces that are normally lush and green now tinder dry, with residents here in Toulouse expecting harsher restrictions to be enforced at any moment. And the timing of this drought really couldn't be worse, as Europe's energy shortage takes hold, leaving people in a very difficult position.
Comment on va pouvoir s'armer contre ça?
What can we do to avoid it? On one hand, we have the effects of global warming with rising temperatures. On the other, we can't use air conditioning to go through these hot periods when we need to use less power. This is making me very anxious.
C'est très angoissant.
The unprecedented situation is also heaping pressure on authorities and environmental groups who say, while they've done a lot to fight the effects of climate change, nobody was ready for this.
People are talking about how exceptional this year was, but that's if you're looking at it from the past. If you look at the future, this year might be average, a different point of view. So all the work we've been doing, we need to go faster. We need to be able to keep the water where it falls. When it rains in the mountains, the water is contained there. When it rains on a field, the water needs to stay there. We need to change our habits. In the cities, we should be able to save the water from the streets, from our gutters. We should keep the water, and that's what we need to work on, whether it's in a natural or artificial way.
Extra water continues to be released into the Garonne, which is home to around 6 migratory fish species like salmon, which swim upstream from where the river meets the sea. But that water is also hotter than it's been in the past, and experts are now having to explore what can be done about that. With new problems constantly arising, new solutions need to be found, with deals being hashed out right now on both a local and national level to not only bring up the volume of water, but decrease its temperature.